Hi, 8th grade. So these are the steps that you're going to use when you're solving systems of equations that have simple elimination. So these steps, you're going to become best friends with them. You're going to keep going back to them to use them. If you don't have your steps, you're going to be in big trouble. Make sure you use these. Make sure they're next to you and they're out as I guide you through the next question. Okay, so take a look. Our first question says negative x plus 6y equals 51. And our second equation says x minus 5y equals negative 42. Before, you might have done something to either of these equations. You might have done something to them to have it substitute. But I'm going to show you elimination. So your first step that you need to do, you need to look to see if I were to put a big addition sign in front, and if I were to add going down, if any of my variables would eliminate or cancel out. So if I take in order for them to cancel out, they need to be opposites. Make sure that you're looking at those notes. So I see negative x plus x. If I add down, those are going to cancel. So I'm A-okay. What I have left, I have 6y plus negative 5y. When I add that, I'm left with 1y. I'll bring down my equal sign. Now I have to do 51 plus negative 42, and that's going to be equal to 9. So now I have to solve for y. 1 and y are attached by multiplication, so I have to divide each side by 1. Y is equal to 9. So now I have one of my points. Now I need to go through and plug in y equals 9 into one of my other equations. So I'm going to work with the second one, x minus, sorry about that. Let me rewrite that. X minus 5y equals negative 42. So I have x minus 5, I'm going to plug in my 9 for y, equals negative 42. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply. It's x, 5 times 9 is 45, so it's minus 45, equals negative 42. Now I'm going to go through, I'm going to draw my line. I got to get this x alone. So in order to do that, I have to move this minus 45. The opposite of subtracting 45 is adding 45. So I'm going to add it to both sides. So I'm left with x equals, I have negative 45 plus 45. If you do it in your calculator, you should get 3. So your step 5.5, you want to write this as an ordered pair. So remember, an ordered pair, that's as if we were to graph these, x, y. So I'm going to go through, my x value is 3, my y value is 9. So that means if I were to graph this ordered pair, these two lines would intersect at 3, 9. Now you should go through and check your answer. I'd go through, I'd plug in my 3 and my 9 and for x and y. What I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and I want you to try to solve this next example on your own. When you're done, raise your hand. I'll come over and check it, and then we'll get you started on the next thing. Good luck. I know you can do it. Use your steps.